Hi everyone, this is the curriculum update for May. So the first item is our math classes. We're making some changes to our course offerings this year. This has kind of been an ongoing process of planning throughout the year, but we have most of the pieces in place now. So the big change is that we had some math classes that were mostly revolving around TransMath, which is a supplemental program. It's a program where students get all of the learning from an outside program, and then teachers are more there to help grade rather than do direct instruction. So our goal with making this change was to turn those courses into our own courses that we create in Schoology that are taught and instructed by our teachers. So the courses that are going away with that change are Introduction to General Math and Applications of General Math. The courses that are going to come in to replace them are Essentials of Middle School Math, Essentials of High School Math, and Pre-Algebra. All the courses that we're creating, the ultimate goal is to get students into our algebra courses. So this builds up a lot of the students who are below grade level. We have a pretty low passing rate in some of our math classes. We're trying to give them other opportunities to catch up on some of the math skills they're behind of and eventually build back into that algebra pathway by the time that they are through with high school. So in making that change, there's kind of the idea of having your core, which previously was trans math, and then having your more, which trans math should be more of a more program instead of the core. In making that change, we realized that TransMath wasn't the best option for us with that, so we're going to use a different program called ALEX. They have a lot of similar functionality, but ALEX was a better option for us for moving forward. So each of these math classes that are getting created will have ALEX as an attachment to it, and that'll be giving us the more, because if you think of the students in these classes, they're behind, and the goal is to catch them up in their math, so they need the essential learning, the core, and then they also need some more to push them ahead. So those are the changes that will be coming with our math courses for next year. And then thinking the opposite end of the spectrum for the math course, we're thinking about our students that have higher needs. For AP course, we want to think about our students who are high achievers and want some pathways for opportunities to continue their learning. So we want to start exploring if AP courses are an option for us. My first step in this process was to gauge teacher interest. We discussed teachers that might be interested, which courses we might want to do. So the next step is putting some of this timeline in motion. So we would first send teachers to training. The training is not mandatory, but it's suggested, and I think it's something that our teachers would really benefit from. Those trainings are available in the summer and in the fall, so we'd get teachers lined up for that and send them. And then in the spring, we would purchase curriculum materials and begin building that course. And then we would finish and do like the full build over the summer. And then hopefully in fall 2022, we would have some AP courses running. So this is still kind of in the proposal phase, but I wanted to share that it's a project that we've started looking into. By the time 2020 comes, I've kind of said to teachers, if we have 2 AP courses up and running, great. If we have 5 AP courses up and running, great. I don't really have a set number that we need to have, but I think once we get some going, it will help us to build more. So I wanted to share after our conversation some of the AP courses that teachers had interest in and we think would fit. So for English, either language or literature focus. For history, there was US government, US history, and world history. For math, calculus, or stat. And then for science, physics. So those are the ones that I think we'd have most success with. A part of this process will also being, do we think we have students that are going to be ready to go into those courses, and then how do we build the pathways into them? So that is the AP courses piece. And the final thing we've been working on through curriculum, again, kind of a year-long process, is curriculum map revisions. Our goal is that we take all of our old curriculum maps and move them into a new template, seeing it as a 3-year process. So by the end of this year, 25 maps will have been completed. We're also doing summer curriculum work, and another 10 maps will be completed then. So I was hoping that by the end of year 3, we would be 100% done, and thinking by the end of year 1, we'd be about 1/3 of the way, and then about 2/3 of the way. I think we're a little bit ahead of that pace, and we have a lot of new teachers who joined us this year who will be a part of this process next year, so I think it'll continue to grow. So I think we're kind of right where I want us to be, if not even a little ahead of that. So those are all the updates for curriculum in May. Thank you.